Hi, I'm Daniel from LIGO.co.uk and this is the Roberts Revival RD70. Roberts have been perhaps the most iconic name in British radio manufacturing for the best part of a century now. The RD70 is very much the flagship model of their iconic Revival range, but does it live up to their reputation? Let's take a look. Let's start out by talking about the design of the RD70, which was one of the main reasons why these radios have remained so popular throughout the decades. The story goes that the original Mr. Roberts based the design of the first one of these radios on his wife's handbag way back in 1956, and apart from a few years here and there, they've been in production ever since, picking up the Revival name in the early 1990s. The RD70 comes in a wide range of colours. I've got the leaf green one here, but there's also red, duck egg blue, pastel cream, dove grey and black. There's a wooden cabinet underneath the casing. Not only does this show that a lot of care has gone into crafting these radios, but it also helps brighten up their acoustics a little bit as well. On the front, you've got the iconic speaker grille along with the Roberts brand logo. Despite its long history, I'd say this radio still feels pretty timeless, more vintage than retro. The one concession to modernity is the control panel located on the top here. You've got one wheel for adjusting the volume and another one for tuning into stations. I prefer this to button controls that you get on some other radios, as it feels a bit more intuitive to turn the volume up and down with a wheel, and it means you can quickly turn it all the way up or all the way down rather than having to keep pressing a button over and over again. In the middle you've got a nice bright full colour display screen which is nice and easy to read, although admittedly you're only going to be able to see it when you're standing over the radio using the controls. Now there are quite a lot of control buttons either side of the screen, but once you get used to the radio and what everything does, you'll quickly get used to them and be able to control it without any hassle. While the Roberts RD70 certainly does look the part, that's only one side of things. A great DAB radio needs to sound good as well, and the RD70 didn't disappoint on that front. Now Roberts don't actually state the output of their speakers, but we found that the RD70 can go pretty loud indeed for a radio of this kind of size, comfortably filling a medium-sized living room. At a push, I'd say it's somewhere between 10 and 15 watts output. As for sound quality, the RD70 has a punchy yet well-balanced sound with a richness that we found lacking in a lot of DAB radios. I'd say that the sound profile matches the look of the radio, the warmth of analog but with all the benefits of digital. Now admittedly, the RD70 is a little bit on the expensive side. If you're just interested in sound quality, then there are some separate speakers out there that would give you a little bit more bang for your buck at this price point. However, those models generally lack the radio mode that the RD70 has, and of course they're also missing Roberts' signature timeless appeal. In keeping with Roberts' rich heritage, the RD70 has an FM radio mode along with DAB, and it's also DAB Plus compatible as well, so you can tune into any newer stations that only broadcast on this format. More than a radio though, it's also got Bluetooth connectivity built in, so you can connect up your phone or your laptop and listen to pretty much anything you like. Using this mode is nice and simple. It's just a case of changing the mode to Bluetooth and then pairing up your device. Simple. If you want to listen to music from a device without Bluetooth, there's also a 3.5mm aux in port on the top here, along with a headphone jack. The Revival RD70 can also be used as a portable radio or Bluetooth speaker. Unlike some other brands that require you to buy a special power pack, this just runs off 4 standard AA batteries, which is always a plus in our book. There's a little low-level battery indicator, which will come on to show you when it's about to run out of charge, so you don't fizzle out in the middle of what you're listening to. And while you can't recharge the batteries while they're plugged in, we'd still recommend buying rechargeables, as it can quickly eat up standard disposable ones. And finally, the RD70 can also be used as a radio alarm clock, with dual alarm modes, so you can set a different time for the weekends and weekdays, and a sleep timer mode if you like to drift off while listening to the radio. Now admittedly, the screen being on the top does mean it's not that easy to tell the time at a glance, but the option is still there if you want it. So there we have it, the Roberts Revival RD70, an iconic DAB radio with performance that lives up to its reputation. To find out more, or to get your hands on one for yourself, go to LIGO.co.uk.